La 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 la, love is love. La 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 la, love is love. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about me. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about me.
Good evening, everyone. This is Andrea and little Mason, and welcome to our Reborn Nest adventure. It is currently approximately 11 o'clock, and I was thinking about doing this video tomorrow, but tomorrow is David's birthday, so we are probably not going to film anything. So I wanted to pop on here quickly. Well, actually probably not going to be quickly, but that's okay. Just to talk about a couple of things and to show you a couple of things as well that I just got. Okay, so we're gonna be changing little Macy here out of his outfit, and I don't really know what I'm gonna put on him. There's two options here, and then I wanted to show you this little Passy clip that I ordered, and I actually only ordered it for him so far. I'm probably going to order one for Alessia too, because those are the ones for sure that I'm going to stay in my collection, because they represent both of my kids. And there's one more missing that I'm getting made. Look at this. How cute is this? With his name on it. I don't know if you can see it. Mason. Isn't this cute? He came super fast too. So this is from, I think from Etsy I got this. So I wanted to share this with you guys. Another thing is a little piece of happy mail from, actually, you know what? I'm going to do that tomorrow or the next day, because I wanted to talk about this woman, give her a little bit more airtime. So let's talk about this later. So while we are changing little Macy here, I wanted to talk about something that I was asked to talk about, and ask what my feelings were or what my opinion is on this. What is this called? The Guardian article. Look at his hair. What I thought about it, and what I thought about the article versus the video, yada yada yada. I wasn't really gonna watch it because I kind of knew it was gonna be a train wreck, because this is a publication that nobody that I know knows of. I asked a few of my friends, family members, and nobody has ever heard of it. So I don't know how big this publication is really. So with that being said, I did watch it, and hold on, I'm trying to think here what I'm going to put on him, because I just realized he's got this little seafoam diaper on. Maybe I'll just change it later. Anyway, I'm gonna put this on him. I got this little sweater, this little wraparound sweater with little teddy bears. I got that from Etsy. Got that last year. I never put that on him. Anyway, so when I heard that Kelly was doing, that they approached her, my number one question in my head was why? Why? What's the purpose? What are they trying to, accomplish with this article? That would have been my question to them if somebody approached me about this hobby. Like, what's the purpose? What are you trying to convey to your readers or to your viewers? Because the hobby is, for anybody that is not in a doll hobby, is gonna be, let's face it, weird. It's weird to most people, even to my own kids, which is okay because I'm not in it to, you know, win a popularity contest. So at that point, once they, I don't know if it's gonna fit, but I don't want to put this, I'm gonna put this on. I'm a little scared of the blue color. I have to think about this. So once I find out what they're, you know, what they're trying to convey with this article, I would then decide if I want to do it or not. Now, if they say, well, we just want to talk about the hobby and who's in the hobby and what is this hobby about, I would be like, yeah, that's fine, that's not a problem. But I do want to see the final cut before it's aired, because it's my reputation on the line, my name on the line, my home on the line, and unless I have the say-so as to what is being aired, I rather not do it. So maybe that, I'm sure that didn't happen in this case. So that's like a red flag for me right there. Then when I was watching the video, I noticed how they asked Kelly to hold the baby, and she was clearly very uncomfortable doing that. I mean, you could tell how, you know, when she asked the whole time, the whole video, yeah, I would have said why. I don't do this in real life, and that wouldn't really depict what this hobby is for me. This is maybe what you are trying to portray, but that's not how I am, and that's not what I do. So I would have refused to do that anyway. Oh my goodness, his hands are a little dirty. I need to have a little bath. Anyway, so I wouldn't have done that anyway. So there's like, you know, it's you know, when you deal with film companies, you always have to know that they will never, that they're not on your side. They're on the side of their readers and their viewers. So you are like the last thing that they think about. So with that being said, I wouldn't have done this video because about this topic, because I had an incident like this when I was living in LA, or we were living in LA in Burbank, and we had HGTV coming out to our house and to do a makeover of our girl's bedroom. And so they interviewed everybody, and because I know how it works because I was in the industry at the time, I asked them for that I wanted to have sign-off rights or make changes at the end, and they were not okay with that because they are a big company, they're a big network, and I kind of figured that they wouldn't, and I just said no, then I don't want to do it because I don't want anything out there that I don't approve of, just for ratings. So I let that go. I mean, my girls were a little upset because they wanted a room makeover, but I just did the room makeover, you know, footing the bill ourselves. I just thought it would be fun for them. But so yeah, so I would never do a video regarding this hobby for anybody because this hobby is so controversial. And for anybody that says, well, you know, it's just like, you know, why is it different from men collecting cars, vintage cars, and treating them like babies? Well, it is different because a vintage car is worth a lot of money, and the better you take care of it, the more money you're going to get for it, and it's a valuable thing. I mean, I remember Jay Leno riding around Burbank in his old-timer cars because you always have to, you know, drive them around just to keep the engines running. So yeah, I mean, I would never think that a person that has a vintage car collection is crazy, or, you know, has, you know, some issues. But if I see somebody a grown woman running around outside my front house with a doll in a bassinet or in a stroller, yeah, I will take a second look. That's just me, and I think that's about 99% of the population. So let's not fool ourselves on that. I am not in this hobby to get approval from a TV station or a magazine or from anybody. That's just not my thing. I don't care. I don't care what people think. I do what I like, and as long as I don't embarrass my family and I'm true to myself and my convictions, that's all that needs to matter here. So yeah, did I think that this article was depicted us in a weird light? Yeah, absolutely, it did. But I saw this coming. This was not a newsflash to me. So that being said, in the future, I would suggest people just be a little bit more careful who they give an interview to. Hold on for just 1 second, I need to get a scissor. All right, so, and I don't feel sorry for Kelly at all. And it's really weird when you have certain people in the community that say, oh, I feel so sorry for you because he kind of like let you down this path. It's kind of weird because I don't really believe them. I don't really look at how big those socks are now. Jeez Louise, those are a little bit big. Oh, maybe it'll be cute. Because those are the same kind of people that when it came down to going after a child or a child's mother, calling a mother in this community a community member a child molester, and then those same people that now proclaim that they feel so sorry for Kelly were silent, completely silent. That kind of makes me think that this is all very weird, and the priorities are all in the wrong place here. It's the same with what happened to me. There's been so much attack on members in this community from other members that I think to have an article come out like this by an outsider, I don't know what the big deal is here. That is, now to be outraged over that is a little bit funny. It's a little bit ridiculous, I think, because if anything, you should be outraged over what was said to another community member by another community member in this community. In other words, what you're saying is, we can talk about, we as community members can belittle and attack other community members, but how dare a magazine that a member is completely aware of and it signs off on portrays this hobby in a negative light. How dare they? That to me makes zero sense. So unless I see a little bit more compassion in this community, as far as from member to member, the crocodile tears now don't seem very real and very honest and very sincere. So like the boy that cried wolf. It's like you can You know, if you make too many issues out of too many things, that at the end nothing really matters. Nobody listens to you at the end. And that's really what happened here. So as far as this article is concerned, I didn't read the whole article because the way I look at it, the article was way too long and the piece was way too short. So I would have asked them, you know, like what's your angle here? What are you trying to talk about? What is the purpose why you want to do this film or this piece? And then I would have known ahead of time what they wanted to do, and then I also would want to know, I wanted to know what the if I have I'm gonna open this anyway. Yeah. This is from my friend Melissa. Her name is, what is her name? I'll link it in the description. She's on Instagram and she's really sweet. She does a lot of she's a seamstress, and she also does knitting and crocheting and a whole bunch of stuff. And I just came across her by accident. Look at that, it's so cute. This is so thick too. She does some really fun stuff. Really cute for the summer, like summer rompers. I will link her name, like I said, in the description. Look at that. This is so cute. Let me put this on him. Aww. Now we have some booties. Well, thank you, Melissa. This is so cute. I think these booties are really big though. Let's see how they're gonna work. What else is there in the community that I want to talk about? I think really nothing else. Oh, this is not too bad. It's really cold here actually, so this is kind of nice. Let me think what else. David's birthday is tomorrow, so he just went to bed, and so I'm gonna do a little bit of decorating here for him. Does this look too big? I don't know. Oh, and then she sent me some diapers too. Look at that. Very cute. Thank you, Melissa, very much. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this blue thing. I think I'm going to put on a thinner onesie. Isn't he so cute? So yeah, I mean, as far as that is concerned, so much for that. And oh yeah, and I saw Shelby's video from today. So Shelby, just in case you're watching this, you probably will. I love that little romper little Mary was wearing. So cute. Loved it. I love that baby so much. That twin B is, right? Yeah, twin B. So cute. And you were talking about this Facebook group that is kind of like elite, and you were wondering how come these people with these channels that have like these high-end collector dolls, like silicone dolls or whatever, have more viewers than people like me, for instance, or you, or like average. I think I read something about 6 months ago that this woman was saying, you know, those are dolls that I could never afford, so I like to just watch them, and so this way I get to see what they look like and how they move, and so it's something that I normally would not ever get to see or get to have any idea or be educated about. So that's why I think they watch. And a lot of them also have, you know, like Kelly Girl, she has been on YouTube forever and a day. So yeah, if you've been on YouTube for 13 years or 10 years, yeah, you should have a pretty good following. Otherwise there's something wrong somewhere. So I think that's why they have a bigger following. First of all, because people kind of like see what they themselves either can't afford or don't want to spend, just to kind of like get a peek. And you know, and there are collectors that have been around for a long time. So I hope this shows him properly. Like I said, I haven't invested in a proper camera or proper anything because I'm not very techy. And it's nighttime here, and I just wanted to come up and come over and say hi. So so that's about it for me today. So I hope that explains what my thoughts are on this article and the video that this Guardian made. Anybody out there that ever wants to do something like that, make sure you realize that they are never going to portray you positively. They just won't. Okay, this is where the pacifier clip came from. It's called Mile High. I don't know if you can see it. I can see. Mile High Teething Company. And it was here really quick. And you can choose the different colors for the name and the different colors for the balls at the end here, and they're all silicone, which is kind of nice. It's not hard plastic, it's really soft, so which is really sweet. Anyway, so and as far as the little hat and the booties, I'll link her name. Her name is Melissa, and she's on Instagram. I know that, and it's something to do with daily or I don't know, something rebounds. I don't know. I can't. I'm horrible with names. Sorry about that. This was just kind of like I didn't plan to do this. So I just got out of the shower and I said, well, you know what? It's quiet right now. Let's just do a little video. I was going to talk about something else and now I can't remember what that was. What was it? I don't know. I can't think of it. Anyway, I am going to do, David and I will be doing another video on maybe Wednesday or Thursday to continue our story. It's going to be a marriage story part 2. And then sometime over the weekend, I'm going to be doing a German video for a friend that I made here on YouTube as a subscriber of mine, and it's her birthday, and she wants me to do a video for her in German, and I said I would do that. So that's coming up on the weekend. And I will be having a clothing sale for some summer clothes I think I have. So if anybody's interested, let me know. So far it has worked out really well. People emailing me, and I just sent them the pictures via Messenger or text. This way I don't even have to do it on my channel. And it works out really great. So, and if there's anything that you're looking for, oh, another thing I was going to talk about was I was thinking about doing kind of like a bartering thing. For instance, like if you, like I have, for instance, like another nest like this, then I have a Barbie pillow, I have like so much clothing. So I was thinking about swapping, doing like a swap thing with people. Like I have this if you want that. And because I'm like Shelby, we're European, we don't like to put too much, you know, too much stuff into the on this earth, especially for dolls. It's not like they really need it. It's not like children that need clothing. So I would love to do like a bartering system. If anybody's interested in doing that, let me know. Let me know what you want to, you know, part with and what you're looking for, and maybe we can just kind of do something like that, because I think it would be so much better than giving all of our money to the retailers. I don't like paying retail anyway. I have a tax ID number, so lots of times I don't have to pay retail, but For baby clothing, I do have to pay retail. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but after a while it does add up. So if you're interested in that, leave me a comment. Leave me also comment as far as this video is concerned, if I have addressed this Guardian article well enough or good enough, or if you agree with it or not. And like I said, Wednesday or Thursday, don't hold me to the dates. You know how I am. I'm always late with everything. So sometime this week, the video with David is going to come up, where we're going to finish, not finish, but continue our story. And then the German video, they're both going to come up this week. I just don't know what day. So just have the bell, put the bell on, and this way you get notified. And the number one thing I think people have to remember is, don't expect kindness from strangers if you don't expect kindness from community members. That is the number one thing that I have noticed here, is that people expect more kindness and more acceptance and more forgiving and understanding from strangers than they expect nothing from other members. I mean, if anything, as a community, we should act more like a community and not just, go after each other here. And especially with insults and bringing children into this, and I mean, it's horrible. And then you are outraged over a article that is done by an online magazine. It's like, boggles my mind how that even is even an issue here right now. So with that being said, I'm gonna go and clean up my mess here and have a little bit more coffee and decorate for David's birthday tomorrow. And then tomorrow I have a busy day working, and then we'll see you on Wednesday or Thursday. Be kind to one another and let your love multiply. Take care. Bye.